Hey everyone, you are now tuning in to Getting Intimate with KWE. This segment is featuring Prophetess Karan Leonard Jenkins. Stay tuned.
This COVID time, and I strongly believe this, I told this to another group of women. I said, this COVID time has put everybody on the same playing field.
Yes.
Nobody can say I'm bigger, higher, nothing. We're on the same playing field. Some of the same people are in food lines. Almost they're there. So now we have an opportunity to be shut in two ways. We're shut in because we can't get into church. We're shut in and we're shut in at home. So it's time to do things to help yourself to advance now. This is where you learn a second language. You understand? You begin to reevaluate yourself for what's about to come. A couple of weeks ago, I was invited to a United Nations sit-in concerning the disparity of African American people with not only the COVID virus, but also with the environment and how we're placed into places where, it could be a very big area of property, but on that property historically, it's issues on those properties because you're not going to get the best area. You're not going to get the best area in town. So there's going to be issues on those properties that arise health-wise with us. And those are disparities that we go through as African American women in the kingdom. And we're not put on those platforms, but I was so grateful to Dr. Howard Ray, Bishop Howard Ray in West Palm Beach, California. He invited me into that platform more than once. But this recent one really impacted me really greatly because I saw, and as they begin to say certain things, I could see it. And the thing is, to see it is one thing, but to make a change concerning it and join the army of change. And that's where we're at. We're at the army of change. Matter of fact, Kamala Harris, she's one of my sorority sisters. I'm an Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. And she's one of my sorority sisters. And when I look at her on that national stage, I look at me. I see me on that national stage. I see me in places where people said, I believe, God, you're going to be doing this. Those are the things I shoot for because I know that God is involved in that. If I trust and believe where the source come from, I'm going to try it. And I always tell people there is nothing I cannot do. I've been a catering. I catered. I've decorated halls for big, big luxurious things that we've had. My husband became the chef. I became the host and the maitre d' and the setup. It's things that, I tell everybody, don't put yourself in a box. Don't allow yourself to be minimalized by other people, ostracized and people trying to show you where you're supposed to be. No, break out of that and take the lead and get out of there. One way we can do that. And, this COVID time, and I strongly believe this, I told this to another group of women. I said, this COVID time has put everybody on the same playing field. Nobody can say I'm bigger, higher, nothing. We're on the same playing field. Some of the same people are in food lines. Almost they're there. So now we have an opportunity to be shut in two ways. We're shut in because we can't get into church. We're shut in and we're shut in at home. So it's time to do things to help yourself to advance now. This is where you learn a second language. You understand? You begin to reevaluate yourself for what's about to come. You learn a second language. You learn how to write programs. You do all kinds of things while you're inside because we all have the time to do it. Our meetings are on Zoom. I'm on Zoom almost every single day, 3 and 4 times a day. I'm in a business meeting. I'm in a ministry presbytery meeting or apostolic council meeting. You're constantly busy. You're not laid back waiting for this to be over. You're involved now. And that's what kingdom is about. Kingdom women can hardly stand to stay in the house all day and do nothing. You have to be
That
at
is
certain
so.
times. You got to be because you got an agenda. You just
Yeah.
not, TV becomes a background to what you're doing. You're busy about doing your next thing. And a lot of times people don't want to do it. This isn't a time to just relax and sit back. This is the time, just as the election just came through, this is a time for action in every sense of the word because everything is the same for everybody. So it's time
Yes.
we have this opportunity to advance in the kingdom. And the kingdom doesn't mean in the church, the kingdom means in the world. And
Yes.
kingdom women are the kind of people who make things happen in their church. They almost become responsible because they're the big tithers. They're the big givers if they tithe and do the things that's right. That's how the agenda of many things get done from people in Kingdom Women. And because this is your organization is Kingdom Women Enterprise, it speaks concerning business. It's
Yes.
not, I'm not here for, you're not there for foolishness, it's business.
Mm.
You know,
That's right.
the diversity of reaching people can cause it to grow even more because everybody, the diversity has to come because everyone that you meet is trying to save their business that's in the business world. They're trying to
Right.
save their restaurants. They're trying to save their tattoo parlors. They're trying to
Right.
save their hair salons. They're trying to save their nail salons. They're trying to say, they're trying to save everything because some
Right.
of them will not be able to come back. They will not, as much as we love some of our restaurants, they won't be back because they can't survive. And you have to know at a particular time how to switch. As someone told me one time, how to change suits because
Right.
you can't do the same thing that you used to do.
Right.
I've been on people concerning, if what is one of the primary businesses right now is transportation, delivery services.
Yes.
If you don't want to put a package on Amazon or have an Amazon go deliver packages, listen, why can't you just get a van and get the Amazon workers to the place and charge them a 15
Right.
passenger van? Get them to the
Right.
sites, pick them up, get you some drivers. That's a business. See, these are the kinds of things that people don't think about. They think in terms of the low rate of things like, oh, I don't want to go in there and be working with those packages. Well, there's another way we can make some money and you can still have your own business.
Right.
There's ways to make it work for you that will be long term. Because if you listen to the news, you listen to people who are in executive positions of healthcare, they're telling us we're not coming out of here until after next January, maybe. So we're
Right.
going to need these kinds of things going on. We're going to need people who will primarily cater and fix up, excuse me, and make sure homes are clean.
Right.
Make sure they get in there. Cleaning services, even though people say they don't want to do stuff like that, there's a whole nation of people that's making money cleaning
Yes.
our houses, cleaning landscaping. Oh my God. There are people that do personal running for people. It's stuff that can be done that is not orthodox, as we would call for business, but it is something that's necessary because of where we are and the
Yes.
times we're in. So there's
Yes.
things that can be done, even with men, to women learn the trade of having how to go in and COVID clean a place, COVID clean a preschool that has to go, with children that have to go back. Where you get the stuff, you have to do those kinds of things and research it out so that you can be not only an asset for the time, but you can be paid very well for what you do. Because
Yes.
anything that is necessary now, they're heightening pay scales for it. They can ask for what they want. It's just like toilet paper. Same thing with toilet paper. You see the prices on toilet paper went up because the demand of toilet paper. When there's a demand in the area in a specific place, you can name your own price. When I'm in, sometimes in tax season, in my tax seasons, I have to sometimes have to reassess people's taxes because of what they've gone through. But because it's tax season, they need their taxes done. They know that they're going to get a good job done with me, and they're not going to be in front of the IRS trying to save their life. Excuse me.
Mhm.
trying to save their life and their children and their, you can name your price for what you do, but you have to learn about it in order to name it. You can say, I'm going to be a this, I'm going to be a this, but that's long term. You have to write the vision. And this is something that I have gotten, our women are doing now, is writing their vision. And I wish I had my journal right here. It's in a journal. It's in a journal of what you expect, how you expect for it to get done, what resources you need to go to get it done, and what timetable are you getting yourself? Because we've promised ourselves so much for so long we have not done. So what's the timetable? And to have someone, and I picked those back up, have someone evaluate it. Did you do it? What happened? Why you didn't do it?
Coming up next on Getting Intimate with KWE.
A good father leaves an inheritance, not just for his children, but there's longevity in that. And our children are not instructed in business matters, saving, 401k, leave it alone. All these kinds of things.
Be a part of our community. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. Make sure that you are liking, that you're commenting, and that you are subscribing to our YouTube page as well. And don't forget to hit that notification button so this way you are made aware of all the new content that we place out. Also on our website, you can subscribe to our blog, so this way you are in the know of all our updates, of all the new people who are joining our communities, and ways that you can get involved with us here at Kingdom Women Enterprise.